Shalom. I would like to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory that is due unto you, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kwadash. I would also like to give double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for passing down this truth. And I would also like to send a sincere salutation out there to the elect preaching this word in truth and sincerity. Now, in this lesson, I want to get into how you got to get this truth while you still can. Because it's going to come a time where when you're going to be seeking the truth, you're not going to be able to find it, you know? So I'm going to kick it off with Proverbs 4 and 7. This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. So, it's not enough to just hear the word, but do you understand it? And just hearing the word isn't enough. You're going to have to really, do some due diligence and really read the scriptures and get the understanding on what it is that you're hearing and put it to action. You got people out here, they know that they're Israelites and they think that's where it ends at. Okay, I'm an Israelite and that's it. Like, there's a lot more that comes with this thing. Let's go to John 14 and 26. This is John chapter 14, verse 26. But the Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance whatsoever I have said unto you. Yeah, and ultimately, if you don't have the Holy Spirit, you're not going to get this truth, because you're not of the predestination, you're not of the elect. And on this side, in Babylon, and, across the world in general, because, you had the scattering, the diaspora. So you have Israelites all over the world, but only those that have the Spirit are going to understand this truth. Let me read in the NLT real quick. This is John 14 and 26 in the NLT. But when the Father sends the advocate as my representative, that is the Holy Spirit. He will teach you everything and will remind you of everything I have told you. That's all right. I like the KJV better. Now let's go to... let me read a little bit more on this in John chapter 14. This is the 27th verse. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Let's go to Revelation chapter 7. Start at the top. This is Revelation chapter 7, verse 1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, no, nor on the sea, nor any tree. And that wind is talking about the hypersonic missiles, those nuclear missiles. So it's holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on the tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. And that's talking about the elect, the 144,000, the the 144,000 men, you got 12,000 that's going to come out of each tribe. And that's going to be, the head, you could say, under, Yahweh Shai and King David, of course. But in the kingdom of heaven, those are going to be the head in those days in the kingdom. The 12,000 men coming out of each tribe. But then you're going to have also the innumerable multitude as well. So, an elder apostle Tahar said it. He says, he believes that the elect is already sealed. And I honestly, I do too. If not all of them, at least, the vast majority. We're almost at the end. We're almost out of here. Yahweh Shai is on his way back soon. And we say this, given the prophecies and all that's going on in the world. Now let's go to Ephesians chapter 4, verse 5. This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 5. Actually, I'm gonna start at 4. This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4. There is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and one Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all. See, there's only one, there's only one truth, and this is it. Everything else that you learn out there, Allah, Buddha, that's all nonsense. There's only one true and living power, and that's Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Read it again. This is the 4th verse again. It says, there is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling. There's one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all. See? Now let's go to Psalms 96. We'll start at the 4th verse. It says, for the Lord Yahweh is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord Yahweh made the heavens. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. See, for all the gods of the nations are idols. Allah and Buddha, those are the gods of the other nations. So as Israelites, we have no business, praising those idols. That's what got us in this predicament we're in now. Let's go to Deuteronomy 32:20. That's Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 21. It says, they have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation. Exactly. Us being, us praising, idols, it upset the Most High. And that's why we're here in America, Babylon the Great, serving out our punishment under the so-called, under the Edomites, the so-called white man. That's the foolish nation that the Lord is using to oppress us. And it's all part of our punishment for going off. And you still got people today praising, these false idols, Jesus and all that. Like, you would think people would know better by now. It's 2024, you still got people calling on Jesus. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 21, verse 16. Proverbs 21:16 says, "The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead." And you see, the elect are the only ones that you could say are alive, so to speak. The congregation of the dead, it's talking about the dead. You dead from the neck up. You don't know what's going on out here. You just through. Walking up and down the block, lost, just to and fro, standing on corners, idle. You have no clue what's going on. Let's go to Proverbs 22 and the 17th verse. It says, "Bow down thine ear and hear the word of the wise, and apply thine heart unto my knowledge. For it is a pleasant thing if thou keep them within thee. They shall withal be fitted in my lips." See? So when you hear the word, you hear it, you got to put it to action, Read it again. It says, "Bow down thine ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply thine heart unto my knowledge." Now let's go to, it's going to be a quick lesson. 29:18. It says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he." See? Now, is that 1 Kings 3:9? This is First Kings chapter 3 verse 9. It says, Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy so great a people?" You see? I'm reading the NLT real quick. Nah, that's not what I was looking for. It's Proverbs 16:16. It says, "How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver." You see, this truth is better than riches, because at the end of the day, your riches aren't going to save you. The riches aren't going to save you from the coming destruction that's coming to Babylon, America. Only this word. And again, you only going to get this word if you're only going to understand this word if you are of the elect, Because that chasing that bag here in America is going to lead you to destruction. There's not going to be nothing promising to come from it in the days that we're entering into. It's really just a yoke at the end of the day. And people, they're insatiable. It's like you can have all this money, but it's like you never have enough, because the more money you get, you're gonna increase your lifestyle, and you're still gonna be living check to check. Let's go to John 8:32. Let's start at 31. This is John chapter 8, verse 31. "Then said Yahushua to those Jews which believed on him, If ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. You see? And with this truth, me personally, I don't really worry too much. Because I know the Lord, if I'm of the elect and I do the right thing, try my best to keep the law, statutes, and commandments and believe on him, he'll deliver me out of it, whatever it is. It's never that serious. And, that's true freedom. Now, let's go to Isaiah. Lord's will, this lesson is edifying. I know I'm all over the place, but, it's just a spirit. Now let's go to Isaiah 30. I'll start at 20. And through the Lord give you the bread of, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, ye shall know not yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. The men that you see on those corners and on the highways and byways, those are the teachers. Those are the ones that's going to have the true understanding of the scriptures. Maybe not all of them. You got to try the spirit with the spirit. But, those are going to be your teachers. Because the pastor and preachers and bishops and all that in them churches, they ain't got it, man. They leading you to the slaughter. It says, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. When ye turn to the right hand and when ye turn to the left. Now let's go to Ecclesiasticus 5 and 7. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 7. It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. You see, so don't put off the day to get right. You said, that's what Jake loved to do. They're like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it when I get to it. Because when the Lord comes, nobody knows when he's coming. We have an idea, but we don't know for sure. And, by that time, it's going to be too late. You're going to get caught up in the destruction. So, get this word while you still can. Let's go to Amos chapter 8, verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. When the Jacob's trouble is here and people are going through it, they're going to be trying to look for answers. And they're going to be looking for the prophets, the men that was out there on them streets that was, telling them that this was coming. And they're going to be trying to get answers, but, they're not going to be out there, the famine of the word. Let's read that in the NLT, see what it gives us. This is Amos 8 and 11 in the NLT. The time is surely coming, says the sovereign Lord, when I will send a famine on the land, not a famine of bread or water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. People will stagger from sea to sea and wander from border to border, searching the word of the Lord, but they will not find it. Yeah, that's good. Now, I'll end it here. Let's go to Ezekiel 3:26. This is Ezekiel 3:26 in the King James. It says, "And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. But when I speak with thee, I will open thy mouth, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, He that heareth, let him hear, and he that forbeareth, let him forbear, for they are a rebellious house." Yeah, so when they come trying to get answers, our tongues is going to cleave to the roof of our mouth. We're not going to be able to give you an answer because we've been warning you all this time, all these years, and yet you didn't take heed until you actually seen it right in front of you. So it's like, man, to hell with you now. You wanted to, the whole time we was giving the warning, you wanted to do what you wanted to do. But now that, all the plagues, the destruction is near, famine of the word, and now you see these you see these shipping stations all over the place. Now you want to get right? To hell with you. And honestly, I got that spirit on me now. Like, if you ain't a brother, I really don't even want to talk to you. Like, I hate dealing with these, niggas out here. So, yeah, that was the point. So, Lord's will, this lesson was edifying. Till the next time, shalom.